welcome back to Dairymead Farm. We have some new visitors, which I will show you in a minute. But first, well, there's a few things have happened. I'll keep you informed. But first, let me just... So this is the veg plot that we started. We still have issues with the mole. But I've kind of, as you can see, I couldn't wait for him because I was impatient. Gus, what are you doing? You want to be on camera? Hello. Hello. Yes, video's not about you today. Is it? Is it? No. Got Blossom over there chilling. Yes, we're still having... Oh, there he is. This is fresh. Can you see that? He's made a little Humpty Hump. Thanks. Yeah, I couldn't wait for him because I wanted to crack on. So this is a temporary hurdles because we're waiting for Danny to put the fence back up. Now we've pushed it back. Then I can remove all of this and then stone that, and then we have the gate to put back on, which is going in the middle here, so I can walk through here. Now I've made a garden plan, so I kind of roughly know where things are going. This side I've planted these in yesterday just because they were getting too big for the pot, so I started them in. So we have runner beans up this way, and then in a few weeks time I'll do another sowing of them. And then green beans are going this side. I have started with a row of carrots here. That is poached eggplant because they're pretty. Something on my face. I do believe I've got added another carrots here, which I'll do at a later date. Can't remember if leeks are going in this one or leeks are going in that one. I think it's beetroot, which I have ready nearly to go out. This was the herb garden, or is the herb garden. I really need to get these in. But I bought some sticks because I bought some sweet peas, which I thought I'll grow up the middle. Never done sweet peas before. And I've gone and bought massive giant sweet peas, like 10-foot tall sweet peas. So that little arch really isn't gonna cut it. So I'm gonna have to find a place for my other. I need some dwarf, or I didn't know if that was sweet peas grew that tall or if I've bought a giant version of sweet peas. Do you know, you walk along here and then you suddenly dip down and that's where he's been again. I've got potatoes in here. I've also got courgettes to go, a couple, because they grow quite big, don't they? They're actually ready to go now. So I need to get on that. And then, yes, I think I've got marigolds to go in here. I've done more poached eggplants and leeks. Can't remember if there's anything else. So I've bought a blueberry here. So that's nice. In the corner. All in all, still waiting for my little greenhouse cold frame thing to be built. But that's not really an emergency. I suppose I could grow sweet peas up that, but then that would take up my bean space. So herb-wise, I have parsley, basil, possibly chives, can't remember. And and a few flowers. I haven't got my plan on me. I did leave it on there, but the wind blew it away, so I do have a spare. Bloody moles. I'm hoping, like, he's eventually going to get bored of me. There we go, I dipped in there. Bored of me flattening down his hard work, and he'll just move somewhere else. But everybody I've said that to has just laughed. So, we live in hope. We live in hope. But it's a glorious weather. I think it was 20 yesterday. It's going to be 21 today. But this is the exciting bit. If we go through here, I did have them in the house. If you look at our shorts, look at the new additions. Oh, I was going to say, we're missing one. One's under the trolley there. Hey! Hello! They are not at all bothered about the dogs, which is what we wanted, and that's why we started them off in the house. She's feisty, this one. This one's called Piper, and she has a lighter beak than the others. Hers is more pinky, and the others are more orange. I don't know if that's going to change, but I really need to get the rings for their feet, for their legs. That's my... What are you doing? Trying to pick the gibbets off my Crocs. So we have decided names. So Piper, obviously this is the only one we can differentiate between the others, just because of her beak colour. Then we have Daisy, Misty, and Gem. But yeah, I think keeping them inside for, it was about 4 weeks, I think. We kept them inside. And they first went out, so they've had 2 nights outside in their house. Yeah, I kind of miss them actually. But I wanted them to get used to us and noises and the dogs mainly. So obviously, did she get you, Ruru? Rupert, did she get you? Piper's feisty. Yeah, because obviously they were being barked at, and you know they'd bark when there was someone at the door, when they heard someone outside. But they're not bothered by the dogs whatsoever. Rupert, that's not yours. That's disgusting. So that's what I wanted. So I think that's paid off. This is where they're going to live now permanently. We've sort of moved it around the garden a bit, but we've decided on this. I did this yesterday because I thought if the clematis, potato, grows up that, it might make it look, it's not the prettiest of structures, is it? Just, it'll do for a couple of years. I'm sure I've just been bitten on the foot by a red ant. I've just kneeled in a red ant's nest. I'm sure I got them off, but that hurt. Oh. Yeah, just to make it look a bit prettier. We do aim to get some pieces of wood and sort of, you know, the clips that, I don't know what they're called, that kind of fit in like this, and then we drill it down onto the wood to stop anything trying to dig it underneath it. And I know that won't stop if they're determined to, but I think as they're in the garden, and the chickens were in this right at the top there, if you remember. And I mean, we're like literally surrounded by fields. There's nothing really, we don't really have neighbours close to us. Not that makes a difference with foxes, but yeah, we do see a lot of foxes. And there are compost, I don't know if you can see that from there, our compost heaps there. He used to, or she used to sit on top of the compost heap and just stare at us, which was quite eerie. But yeah, right next to the chickens. So I don't know why he didn't have a go at that. Oh my god, they're so funny. See, the sleeping with their eyes closed is the most adorable thing. They sleep quite a lot. So I'd probably open them up at about 7. And then they come out, have breakfast, and then they normally have a bit of a swim, and then they'll have a nap. And then they'll have a wander. If I'm here, I let them in the garden. As you can see, Rupert doesn't stray too far from them. He's like their companion, their guard. Although I think if a fox come, he'd probably run in the other direction. He's not that scary. Ralph really is not bothered by them whatsoever, which is good. Ooh, Arthur. Arthur's doing art at the minute. What's you drawing?
What's my drawing?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Trees. What can you see from there? Trees?
Yeah, I'm drawing trees.
Or the dog? Draw Ralph. Oh, sorry. Made you jump. A what? A fur ball. Oh, for Ralph. Yeah. We'll draw a fur ball. Draw a fur ball then with 4 legs and a whirly tail, pigtail. But yeah, they are so cute. They follow me about the garden. Look at this one. Isn't that adorable? They grow so quick. They've still got quite a few of their baby feathers. You can see they're quite fluffy, but when they're in the bath now, it does sort of run off them. So they're nearly there. What are they now? 4, 5, 6, 7. So they're 8. They must be 8 weeks. Have we had them inside 4 weeks?
Yeah.
So they're 8 weeks, 2 days. Oh my god, look, she's got her eyes closed. Isn't that adorable? Oh, there we go. Oh my god. The first time I saw them do that in the house, all their heads are like laying on the floor. I thought, oh my god, I've killed them all. But no, they're just sleeping. Isn't that adorable? Rupert being mum. You can see the other one, the other side. She's having a preen. Can we see that one? Oh, I like you. Sorry. Piper. I don't think I know them. They know their names. Oh yeah. That's the less glamorous side. It literally just, look. It literally just fires out the back of them. Before I got them, I read somewhere that they poop every 15 minutes. I'm not sure about that. I don't think it is. It's a little bit less than every 15 minutes. But it ranges anywhere from like a splat to like a hard, not hard, but like a clump. That's their bedding I've just squeezed out. I'll give you a little tour in here. This is their makeshift pool for now. So this is day 2 of clean water. Doesn't take them long to mess that up. So I'll probably do every 3 days, I guess. So I empty it by watering can, which is a little bit of a pain, but never mind. By watering can, and then I water the plants with it. And I've actually been doing my strawberries with it down the front, and they've just gone mad. So successful. I did this yesterday just to make it look a little bit prettier. I had these stones laying in the garden, and I've actually planted some like little alpine plants. But I did notice yesterday one of them had actually pulled one of these out, and it was floating in there. So I don't know how long that's going to last. But you know, if they work, they work. They weren't very expensive, and if they don't, they don't. I've just poo picked in here, so the side comes off. Yeah, I've just taken the clumps of poo out. So that's all clean, and I've just put this on, although they obviously don't mind the rain, but it's a bit more shade. But you know, they sometimes lay in full sun, it doesn't bother them, and they sometimes lay in shade. So yeah, made it look a little bit pretty. I hope that grows up. It should do, shouldn't it? I had one in my old house that I planted. I had one left because they came in a set. I think it was 3. And I used 2, and I had one spare, and I just put it in it was a little bit of dirt actually by the back kitchen drain, and it went absolutely crazy. And it literally, within 2 years, I'd say, it covered the whole of the back of the house. It was beautiful. But in the end, we had to get hedge trimmer. It just went nuts. So I'm hoping if it grows there, although probably not. These things never grow where you want them to grow, do they? Right, so I'm going to plant my herbs. That's all I've got to do. I've moved the goats. I swept out their stable this morning. Hello. 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 What are you chewing on? Oh, you're having an itch. Because it's apparently it's a nice week this week weather-wise. So I have limed it, the floor, and hopefully it'll dry out a bit. So that one is bone dry in that side, and it's not as big, but if the weather's like this, they tend to sleep outside at night time. Or Blossom does anyway. I know she did last night. Yeah, that's very dry. The floor's actually cracked in there. It's that dry. So we'll give the other bit a bit of a rest. I know. I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. I'll just plant these and then I'll take you for a walk, you lot. Thank you. We're getting some more rescue hens. I'm just waiting on nest boxes. This is their house. I bought them. It's actually a Wendy house, but chicken houses, like hen houses that size, are crazy expensive. And I thought, what about a Wendy house? So I've cut the door in half. All you DIYers, don't lynch me. Oh, jumper. It's only going to get pooped in, isn't it? Wreck it, don't they? I need to clean these off. Yeah. So just open that one. Out they pop. I need a thing to stick that round so the wind doesn't close it. That's a lot more secure than the one they're in now. The girls. Yeah, so I need some nest boxes, which I've ordered. Which I can put in, and then I obviously need some perches, which is just a case of buying some doweling, I think. And then the new girls go in there. So we're rescuing, I think, 4 more. 25th of May, I think. So that'll be cool. So yeah, just thought I would keep you updated. New arrivals to the farm. Yeah, just need to keep on top of the molehills, and hopefully he'll leave me alone. Oh, actually, just we've decided. I'll zoom in here. We bought this tub tank. Oh, there we go. And in the summer we get in it because we tend to buy a cheap like paddling pool. Every summer it just gets trashed. They kill the grass, don't they? They're not fun. And you do it every year. It gets a hole in, or puts it away. Dad accidentally throws it away, gets a rip in it, whatever. So I bought that a couple of years ago, and I was actually going to use it as a hot tub because I've seen people make their own like heaters, like a wood-fired heater that was going to go on the side and heat that up. But we've actually been using it in the summer. It's been quite nice. If you keep it filled up with these little chlorine tablets that you can put in hot tubs. I need to get a cover for it, like a proper wooden cover. And yeah, if you leave it filled, obviously it gradually gets warmer, and it's actually very nice. And me and Danny can fit in it, sort of end to end. We got an extra long one. I think it's just over 6 foot. I think might be 7 foot. And obviously the kids can get in it and like be up to their necks. But for the past 2 years, he's been moving it around and leaving it on the grass, and then the grass dies, and then putting it on the patio, and then that not ruins the patio, but it marks the patio because obviously it rains, sun. So we have decided we're going to elongate this. So it's just a curve now. So we're going to follow that round and just trim that bit off there and then plant that bit. So add to that bed. I need to get some sort of fence because all these weeds grow through and they're a pain in the arse. And then this bit here, between this bit here, we're going to have like a semicircle. And then we're going to stone that. Hopefully the mole doesn't go there. And then the bath will sit here. Sit here. And then we're going to plant up it, round it. Have a little table. For your drinks and your snacks. That's the vibe I'm going to. Maybe some string of solar lights above, and then do some pots and some lovely plants. Anyway, that's my plan. The summer house still needs to be moved back. I have no idea how many years this has been sitting here. We did start doing it with a hard stand, but that all needs to be pulled out now, because then I don't know why we stopped that and did something else. I don't know. Perhaps that was money or time. I don't know. So that needs to be, look, I've kind of half painted it. That needs to be pushed back. Then I think he wants to pave out front. And then at the minute, as per usual, with normally stuff that sits there, it's a bit of a dumping ground. But I was going to build some benches and then have storage in the benches, make some cushions. Oh, there's my veg plan. There we go. Oh, lettuce, yeah, on that other bed. Lettuce and, oh no, leeks are going in that one, the other one on the left. Right, sweet pea, rocket, thyme, parsley, basil. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. I'll go and put that back up. Yeah, going to make benches so we can sit all that stuff in it. And that'll be a nice other place to hang out in the shade in the summer. The roof needs redoing, so I can't obviously decorate it inside until the roof is replaced, but that shouldn't be too much of an issue. It was actually given to us by our in-laws, my in-laws. They had it in their garden. And they've redone their garden and didn't want it. So we said, yes, please. Yes, please. It did have electric to it, but I don't think I'm going to need that. So that'll be pushed back to there. Sit there. Then we'll have a patio on the front, and then the pool will be there. Share my vision, guys. Share my vision. Right. I will keep you updated on all of that as per usual, and I'm going to take the goats for a walk now. So thank you for watching. If you'd like to keep up to date with my mole trouble and see how the ducks are getting on. And now she's just bitten Rupert again. Feisty. Yeah. So I will love you and leave you to get on with my chores, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.